This weekend, Americans participated in a century-old tradition by setting our clocks back on Sunday. Many Americans were treated to an extra hour of sleep as 2 a.m. became 1 a.m. That story kicks off today's trending stories. Here are our hot topics brought to you by Tina at Walton Arts Center. Well, not everyone in the United States switched times this weekend. Hawaii and most of Arizona both exclusively use standard time. The change in time does mean the sun will set sooner as we head into winter months. The next spring forward is happening March 10th, 2024, so we have to look forward to that. You were saying at the beginning of the show, you loved that extra hour.
Yeah, I'll take it. Listen, we can all use an extra hour of sleep, but you know, there does come some side effects. And also, I've been talking about this really since September, is that I watch Christmas movies because I know the offsetting of it being so dark when you wake up and dark when you get home. There really are some impacts there. So maybe just find kind of like your small happy places to maybe kind of help you and pull you out of that. But I don't mind the extra hour at all. But
same.
I will say, last night, I was thinking it was really late and it wasn't even 7 o'clock.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
You find yourself kind of in the days like, oh man, I should go to bed. You're like, 5
Yes.
p.m. What?
I told Jill, I was like, okay, we're gonna have dinner around 7 o'clock. It was 5:15, and I was like, I'm starving. I don't know, there's something to do with the time change.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyway, we moved our mealtime up a little bit last night, trying to adjust.
All right, well, this year's Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade will feature some new characters as well as some beloved fan favorites. I always loved Macy's Day Parades. Here's a look at some new balloons that will include Beagle, Scout Snoopy, oh, by Peanuts, Blue Cat and Chugs by Cool Cats, Kung Fu Pandas, Poe by Universal Pictures DreamWorks Animation, Leo at Netflix, which is that new movie about the sea turtles.
Yeah,
so
that's
cute.
right. Yeah.
So lots of new balloons coming your way. So 25 balloons, 30 floats, 17 big name music talents, 9 marching bands. So attendees can expect to see appearances from talents like Cher, the one and only Cher,
Right.
Brandy, and Belle Biv DeVoe.
Yes.
You can see the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade right here on KNWA. On Thanksgiving Day, we will not have a Good Day show because you'll be watching all the fun at the parade.
That's right. Always interesting to see them when they're not in the air like that. Looks like they were having a nap after those,
Yes.
those balloon characters
Yes.
having a nap right there after daylight savings time. Several musicians were honored during Friday night's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Inductees include Missy Elliott, George Michael, Willie Nelson, Rage Against the Machine, and more. The ceremony included performances also from Chaka Khan, Olivia Rodrigo, and Stevie Nicks. It also featured a toast from Sir Elton John and a performance honoring the late Wham singer George Michael. So it had a little bit of everything in this Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
Yes, absolutely. Of course, we have to have an animal story. And Jason, for you and I, because we're cat owners, here's a story about cats. Captain Marvel is returning to the big screen with the release of the new film, The Marvels. Along with her, she's bringing her pet cat, Goose, which is really a man-eating alien.
It's true.
Director Nia DaCosta explains that 2 ginger cats were cast to get their claws into the role for the new movie. Mimo and Tango, almost identical, the 2 animals could share the load of being on set, a potentially stressful environment for a cat, and hitting their marks or, you know, working at all. So this is awesome just because you think a lot of times when you think about movies, you think about the humans.
Yeah.
But look at this sweet cat. Just kind of taking a break before, of course, they get the spotlight back on them for the new movie. Oh, off you go.
Classic cat.
Yes, yes. The Marvels, that's hits theaters this weekend.
That's right. Yeah, I'm excited about that one. Our whole family is. Well, here's an update to the Damar Hamlin story. Now, you might remember that Hamlin collapsed on the Cincinnati Bengals field last season in January. The Bills and the Bengals played each other last night on that same field, and Damar Hamlin announced that he's honoring the medical team that helped save his life by launching a scholarship program for Cincinnati youths on Sunday. Hamlin's charitable foundation, Chasing M's, will be awarding $1,000 scholarships to 10 individuals from the area's underserved communities for each of the next 3 years. The scholarships are named after the 10 first responders, nurses, and doctors who treated Hamlin after he went into cardiac arrest and was resuscitated on the field.
My eyes are sweating.
That was such a good story. What a good thing to do. And you think, too, this isn't even in the city you play. This is in your opponent's city.
Absolutely.
But he is absolutely so thankful.
Every time you hear about him, it is always like such good news. He is very appreciative, and I know the community very appreciative to him right back.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, sometimes you just need an emergency hug. A young boy called 911, then rushed through the door for an embrace when the deputy arrived. So here's how it happens. The mom's like, "Did you call this police officer?"
Yeah.
And the little boy's like, "Yeah, I just wanted to give him a hug." So I love that they do hug, but the officer does explain, hey, just make sure that number is for emergencies, just to make sure that we can help people who really need it. But I'm sure the officer did really appreciate the hug. I love that. And you know what? Kudos to this little kiddo, because he understands that the officers are out there serving and protecting and putting their lives on the line, and he just wanted to give him a hug.
Give him a hug. I love
that.
I love it.
Very, very sweet.
Yeah.